All right, so I fed these guys breakfast, and you can see that it was probably 10 minutes ago. Oh, hello, sir. It was probably 10 minutes ago or so. I fed them breakfast, and they're still chowing down. And basically, breakfast is a little small bucket of what I call sheep pellets. I mean, it's not a pound of sheep pellets, sir. Can you? We're trying to do a video here, sir. Please calm down. Yeah, tell him, Elsa. But we put those pellets in there, and they just eat it till there's nothing left. Man, you're a big guy. He can jump right over that, and he knows he can. He's not locked in. That's what he doesn't know. He thinks he's locked in, but he's not. He does not like being in the sheep pen if I'm not in there with him. He loves going in there every time I go in. Come on, buddy. But yeah, he's not even locked in. The gate's open, buddy. He's like, I have no thumbs. I don't know what to do. But anyway, yeah, the sheep love their breakfast. That's our morning ritual. I come out with him, and he gets to go hang out with the sheep for a while. I feed them their breakfast. They love me. And they just sit over there and gorge. I wanted to show you one of the hay fields. So I have what I call left field and right field. This is left field, and it's because the house is behind us, and it's kind of in the center of the property, and so this field is to the left, and then that field over there on the other side of the tractor is to the right. So that's right field. This is left field. But you'll see I did something here in left field. I also did it in right field. I cut part of it, and then part of it I didn't. And the reason I did that is because if you notice on the homepage of my YouTube channel, Lazy Bee Hay Farm, there's a picture. It's got a bunch of wildflowers, blue bonnets, Indian paintbrushes, and so forth. That was earlier this spring, and they were beautiful, but they were rampant. I mean, they covered the whole field, and it was amazing. I mean, I probably should have rented the place out for wedding photos because it was beautiful. But after a while, we got to realize this is a hay field, and we do need to grow hay. And the wildflowers are just kind of taking over. But I wanted to keep some of them. Not because at this point we've got this bee balm, it's pretty to me. It's got a little purple in it. It's white. Kind of looks like a blue bonnet, except it's just a different color and a little different flower. You still have some Indian paintbrush. You got some of these Texas daffodils, I think is what they call those. I don't know what these are, but they're really pretty. And go Tigers. There's a black-eyed Susan. I like these guys, and I don't know why, because they really don't have much color at all. But eventually they'll put off a little white, tiny, tiny white blooms. Oh, the wind's blowing it. There you go. That's what they'll look like. So they're really pretty, but not as showy as the blue bonnets and when the whole field is Indian paintbrushes. My neighbor over here, his entire field was 100% Indian paintbrushes. Here's a different one. I don't know what that is. But point of all this is I'm showing you, okay, so here's the hay field, and the hay's starting to come up. It's about 8 to 10 inches tall. I'll cut it when it gets between 16 and 20 inches tall. But this I left, and this is over knee high. I left it like this because over the couple of years that we've lived here, I've noticed we have a couple of coveys of quail in the area. Bobwhite quail. And I like them. I like them a lot. And I want them to stay. I want them to proliferate. Because quail, man, the habitat for quail has just diminished so much over the years. I am not a hippie eco freak. If you are, that's fine. But I'm not. But man, when it comes to this, let me show you this flower real quick. A little purple flower, that's pretty cool. But when it comes to this, I just want to see them proliferate. I want them to have a chance. And the reason their habitat is diminished so much is because there's too many stinking people in this world. I mean, we live in, San Antonio is literally, my neighbor behind me, whose property you can't really see, he's got 10 acres right there. His house is on the opposite end of this field. He's in San Antonio. That's how close we are to San Antonio. 10 acres away. And San Antonio's top 10 largest cities in the country. I think it's number 7. Over a couple of million people live here. And so when you wonder, well, what happened to the quail habitat? People happen to it. And we're blessed here. We have 15 acres here with just our house on it. My neighbor has 10 acres with just his house on it. And the neighbor next to him has 15 acres with just his house on it. And across the road from us, back over there, is about 100 acres with nothing. Way over there, on the other side of my third neighbor there's a cattle ranch, just probably a couple of 100 acres at least of nothing. And so we're blessed to have this space. And I wanted to keep this, you can see I drove through here at some point, but I wanted to keep this a little more untouched for the quail, to give them a chance to nest, because it's that time of year. Give them some protection for their babies, and hopefully they can proliferate. I do dove hunt on this property. I have not quail hunted, and I won't until the population is just sustainable and beyond sustainable. And right now it's not. There's 2 coveys of quail. There's probably 20 quail on this property. I want to see 5 or 6 covey of quail on this property. I want to see my neighbors have quail on their property, and then we can consider hunting some quail, because I do love eating me some fried quail. I'm a southern boy. Anyway, this is the hayfield, and you can see I'm walking through here like there's no snakes or anything, and here I am in South Texas. I'm wearing shorts and tennis shoes, walking through knee-high wildflowers and grass. That's pretty stupid. I do have snake boots, but you see this grass here? That is the coastal Bermuda hay. So it's under here. So once these wildflowers go away, the hay's gonna really shoot up. It's there, and it's actually probably 6-8 inches tall in here. But I'm leaving the wildflowers for now, just for the purpose of protecting the quail population until we can get it established. Then I'll start hunting them and eating them, because I like them. Anyway, there's some more of the coastal Bermuda hay. See, it's coming up pretty good in here. Anyway, wanted to give you a little tour of the hayfield and show you breakfast with the sheep. I hope you enjoyed that. You got to meet this knucklehead over here. I got to keep him on this property. 15 acres is not enough for him, evidently. They like to escape and go visit other properties. And the good thing is they don't kill animals like chickens. One of my neighbors actually talked to me about it and said, hey, your dog's over here. I'm worried he's going to kill my chickens. I'm like, I laughed. He said, he's not going to kill your chickens. He's going to protect your chickens. That's what he does. There's a good little patch of hay. But anyway, yeah, he's a livestock guardian dog, and chicken are livestock, and he does protect them. So he's a good guy. He just needs to learn to stay, and this one's a bad influence right here. They just need to learn to stay on our property. We'll get them there. They're both puppies. This guy's 7 months old. Big white fella over there is a little over a year old. He's about 13 months old, so they're doing pretty good. They're certainly healthy. All right, you guys have a good one. Thank you for joining us on Lazy Bee Hay Farm. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and follow. Have a good one.